Now,
Say hi. Say cheese.
now I was comfortably having a nap, and then I woke up and told you I'm going to bed, and then you said something about doing a video.
Yeah, because
and now you're looking at me and saying, what? As if it was my idea.
Because
what
we don't
did
have
you...
videos. I need to get up. I need to find my enthusiastic. What do you call that? Because I don't my drive. You
You
know.
have to find your drive.
Yeah, my drive to do, right? Because sometimes I get lazy now.
Uh-huh.
You got me?
And what am I supposed to do?
So here we have another letter here. Just have to. Oh, by the way, thank you so much.
Honey, hold on a second. You do know that when you're talking to me as an aside, it goes on the video.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
Yeah. So we're gonna do an advice. Okay?
That's good. Now that I know.
Listen.
Ah.
Yeah, so here's another letter. We need to get back on track, okay?
Well, that's not really anything to do with anybody else within the video, is it?
Okay. Yeah, because sometimes I just saying, oh, I work for 2 years, 3 years, so now I just want to relax.
You're a hero, honey.
Yeah, but by the way, thank you so much to all who greeted me a happy birthday. I really appreciate it for the thoughts. Right. So here, hi Terence and Beth. I am Merle, married to a German who is very thrifty, and every time I ask money, a lot of worries and disappointment before she give me few hundreds or thousands.
She or he?
He. Before he give me few hundreds or couple of thousand. So what I did now, if he sleep, I get some money on his pocket. I felt guilty, but he deserve it because deserve it. Besides, it's only few hundred pesos if my extended family asks for help. What should I do to make my husband's attitude change, Merle?
Well, the first thing you should do is stop being a thief.
I think he's not really a thief.
No, I'm not really a thief. That must mean that I should watch my pocket then.
I don't know. I think no, it's not like that. It's their money, you know. It just happened. It's the fault of that German.
It's against the rule of their marriage. He holds the money.
Yeah, but what if you know, like, I understand your situations, right? I understand her concern. That I want to do in the side of the Filipina. I understand her concern.
What a surprise!
You know, I understand because what if the husband, that German husband, is, as you said, is very thrifty, and if he gonna give some money, a lot of it's like a long word before you gonna. It's like your husband is doing that first to your head before he give few hundred pesos. So in order I think what he did is, while his husband is sleeping, he said, darling,
she's going through his pockets and taking money.
Before that, he said to his husband, darling, I'm gonna get some few hundreds on your pocket.
No. She's not, if she's doing that, she's saying, honey, I'm going to
no, but still, he's telling.
And then later she'll say, well, I spoke to you. I told you that I'd said it. Don't you remember how I said?
No, at least he's telling that, right? He said, darling.
No, she's telling us, but she's not telling him. She's taking money from him in a way that she cannot reveal. In other words, secrets.
In other words, it's the fault is between you and your husband. You know, your husband has a fault because he don't give some money to you or didn't trust you. So that's another thing. So that's the fault of your husband. Your fault, Merle, is that you steal something from your husband, which is not good, because it should be you should be trusted to each other, you should be loyal to each other, and you should be have communications to each other on whatever circumstances, on whatever issues in the marriage, right? So all you're gonna say to your husband, look, if you continue being so thrifty, what should I'm going to do? I'm going to your pocket without telling you, right? So that's
that'll work.
You know,
I'm sure
or I'm gonna find a job and leave you here, right? That's another thing.
Darling, we're talking about trying to get some harmony into the marriage, where she'll be given money without being rat-a-tat, okay?
But
and
maybe
she's not going to achieve that by having threats.
might be, but you know, all you're gonna. But maybe the reasons why your husband is very thrifty, it's because of what you call that, darling. They have also limited. He also have limited resources, which he's also wanted to make sure that in case of emergency, him and you will have emergency funds, right? So it might be the reason. So what you're gonna do, Merle, is stop getting money from your husband. Although although sometimes, which is normal, right? Because you're husband and wife. I did that to Terence, right?
Really?
Yeah, but I'm telling you in the next day, right?
No, you don't tell me. You only. This is the point. Is that if money is being taken from your pocket, it creates a level of uncertainty.
Yeah, but we're husband and wife.
It creates a level of distrust. That's the point. That's why I've said to you in the past, you know, did you take some money out of my pocket, because I knew that there was so much there and it's not there now. Guess what must have happened?
No, I told you. Remember, there's one time, right? I think I'm lacking on something, and then what do you call that?
You stole it out of my pocket?
Yeah, but I told you the next day.
Ah.
Because he's sleeping. So I don't want to wake him up.
No, she didn't want to wake me up because I was sleeping.
Because
yes,
because Nana at the time needs some. So Terence is sleeping. So what I did, I just get money in his pocket. The next day he said, "Beth, it seems I'm lacking of something." And I said, "I told you I get some money." She said, "When did you tell me?" "When you're asleep." I told you. Yeah, but it's not happening now, you know, because we both have open, what do you call that? What he got is mine. What, you know?
We split everything right down the middle, 90-10, and Beth gets the 90. So we're okay on that now. Just joking.
But you know, Ma'am Merle, you should not do that, you know, because it might be that your husband will start doubting on you and might be suspicious on what will happen. Let me finish. And it might be
I was finishing.
Let me finish. And it might be that your husband might be suspicious that maybe you have some illegal, you have some what do you call that, hide issues in the marriage, right? You got me?
Sorry, I'm a little hypnotized. You got the hand going.
Yeah,
up
because
and down
maybe
like
your husband, the next time that you're telling to your husband, it might be that your husband will not believe you. So better.
No, the next time that you talk to your husband about it, he may have done what everybody has done at some time or other, especially people who have someone come into their house to work. They plant something there and wait to see if it's taken, and then they know that the person is a thief. And if your husband does that and the money is taken, and then he questions you, he won't come right out and say, "Did you take that money that I left as a trap for you?" He'll say, "Do you know, I think I lost 1,000 pesos somewhere. You know, any idea? Did you see it?" "No, darling, I didn't see it." You didn't see it when you were accidentally going through my pockets, did you?"
Yeah.
Why it's not good.
No good. It's not good.
No, it's not good.
It's not good.
And also, from what I remember of this fleeting walk through your letter, Beth has already read it several times, and then she springs it on me. And what I remember is that you were going through his pockets for money for your relatives.
Yeah.
So that might also break agreements that you've made, that he should be the judge of whether he wants to give that money.
Yeah, and you need to understand that your husband, your first priority now is not your extended family, but you are now having a family, and that's you and your husband. That might be your future, your kids, you know. So might be your husband, as I says, might be it's about the limited source of income. Maybe his pension is not huge enough. So that's why he makes sure that everything that is being spent is the money is being spent wisely. So if there's some emergency in your extended family, then tell to your husband. And if your husband will give or not, then respect it. And besides, if you cannot give it to your extended family, tell to your extended family that my husband is so thrifty, rather than getting something to your extended family that will result that your marriage will broken.
That's right, and damage to...
And I don't follow my instructions about telling your husband, I'm gonna get to your pocket while you're sleeping. It's no good.
Yeah, don't do
It's just a joke. It's only for me and Terence, okay?
Right, don't do any threats. And don't threaten him with, well, if you don't give me the money I want, I'm going to go out and get a job and leave you here all on your own. No, don't do that. That's not a good idea.
Yeah, don't, just tell, because I understand your husband. For example now, because I read a lot of posts that this is the lesson that they learn on this pandemic, on this coronavirus, right? That you should save up while it's good, economy, right? Because now you don't know, we never know when did this coronavirus end, and millions of people is affected on this, so
global.
Yeah, it's global, so it's not just individual, but all other businesses are closing down because of the economy. So
yeah, but that's a whole other...
So that's why we try to understand to your husband, because
you should be trying to establish some honesty within your marriage.
And always remember that your husband thinks that he's in the foreign country and no one can help him, and sometimes that's the reality. When you have a lot of people knowing you, and when you don't have, it's very difficult for you to ask to others. So that's the other side of the reality, which I think your husband is trying to save up for your family.
When we first got married, we had to sort these things through, but we did, in the main, apart from when Beth would succumb to the temptation of going through my pockets and taking money.
That's 3 years ago. I did.
That's 3 years ago. 3 years ago, but we'd been married for 6 years.
Yeah.
So for three years, you were going through my pockets.
I know it's been 4 years.
The betrayal.
No, I think it happened. Yeah, when we were firstly few months after we get married, because I'm not used that I don't have money, because I have, for example, I don't want to ask for my personal, okay? So I got a job.
Actually, we did try it. We tried it both ways. We tried it with me handling my modest pensions, which was our income. We tried it with me handling it and allotting money as was needed. And we tried, and I wasn't so great at it. And we tried it with Beth, and she wasn't so great at it either. And then finally what helped was that we started to earn a little money, and we came and lived here, and we were living cheaper.
Yeah, because we live in Cebu first before we came here.
So it became easier because we didn't need quite as much money.
We don't have what do you call that? Pay on the apartment, pay on the electricity, which is huge. So that's another thing, So as I says, trust and loyalty and honesty in the relationship is a very, very good factor to make the relationship work. Respect, that's another thing.
And you have to talk it out. And even if you're afraid or concerned of talking it out, you've still got to do it. And the dogs have joined in the discussion now, so this is actually a good time to end the video. Thanks for looking in. I hope that you've enjoyed our little advice from what Beth always says is your small brain.
Small brain with a little thoughts. So again, ma'am, respect your husband and try to be loyal and honest. Have a good day and God bless. Bye-bye.